this is most pressing question. Most of people that they have startup ideas in mind, but they don't know what to choose and how to choose it. So, do you guys have any ideas on that? Cindy first.
Okay. To me, I think the most important thing is you have a top-down kind of thinking path, so that you can see the trend and have a general picture of what is going on in a society, not necessarily what is going on right now, but what is going to happen in the future. And that will help you build up a more sustainable business model, no matter what your idea is having right now. For example, last year my idea was to establish rural libraries with the profit earned from the supermarket chain. But later I talked to Dr. Xu Dalin, and he gave me a really good advice that rural libraries is may be a little bit old-fashioned, since because of the trend of technology and the very aggressive kind of entrance of iPad and things like that. And I'm seriously considering his idea of trying to maybe think about other ways to improve the educational situation in like poor areas in China. For example, thinking about maybe distributing iPad in the future when the price of iPad is lowering to a degree that can be like distributed. And yeah, I think the trend is one of the most important.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, maybe this is maybe just one last question direct to David, perhaps, because David has so many experiences in working with Chinese people and had to be like working towards the Chinese market there. So, what kind of advice would you give to our participants if they want to integrate their products and services into the Chinese market?
Okay, I'll wrap up all the things that was discussed previously about finding a good idea, what kind of products and concepts, what kind of businesses will work in China. My own personal belief is that you got to have a lot of passion for this idea. You have a lot of passion for whatever you're doing. That is most important. That comes through when you talk to people. And then the second thing is that you got to solve a big problem. You got to ask yourself a question. How big is this problem? You may have a passion for this, but if it doesn't solve a huge problem, probably the value of your solution wouldn't be so great. And like all venture capitalists, people who investors, they want to see a return. And that return hinges on how good your solution is to that problem. Directing that to China, you need to go back and kind of understand what are the problems China face. You can say that China is 20 years behind, 30 years behind. At the same time, China is finding its own way. You can see a trend, but that trend may not be the same trend that we see here. So you got to learn to adapt, learn to understand what China market is going to be like. You know, one of the things that I've learned is that it always surprises me, number one. Number two, it's always faster. The adoption rate is always faster. The rate of change is always faster in China. I think because of the society, the connected society that we're in. And it's a real game changer. So I just encourage everybody to ask these questions. And I think there's plenty of opportunities abound in China. And I hope every single one of you take that up.
Thank you, David. So maybe we are running short on time, so we'll now begin to take questions from the floor. So anyone, if you have any questions regarding anything, you can ask our panelists. Or if there's any specific questions towards our Made for China competition, you can ask Ning Hu. Any question you want as well? Please.
我有一个问题想问一下曲先生。
Oh, okay.
用话本。用话。
Oh, sorry.
希望大家都是在中国搞投资、搞生意的，我们直接用中文讲。我有一个问题啊，就是说， 因为我身边有很多温州朋友，大家都知道温州最近倒闭非常严重这个民间借贷借不到，倒闭40%，然后高利贷政府打压，然后资金链断缺，包括这个广东也是很多工厂，因为我朋友他爸爸跟搞工厂，已经不生产东西了，他们关掉工厂一半不生产，用这一半的钱去做高利贷，因为高利贷更有钱赚。在这种大环境，包括中国这个普通的这种，你如果是小企业的话，你根本拿不到贷款，你没有钱抵押，你没有房子，没有东西，然后政府又不允许你从高利贷借款，再加上中国大环境，现在我个人觉得我特别不乐观，每一个人都很浮躁。我回去一次中国，每一个人只想着是如何投机，投一把抓住钱赶紧走，每一个人的思想都是这样子。这不是一个人的思想，我见了很多富二代，每个人都是这样子想，他们不去搞实业，他们想搞娱乐业，他们想炒股票，他们想搂住权就跑。然后我有参加一个武汉理工大学，听他们的这个学生创业的演讲，他们也是非常优秀的学生，他们比我们更了解中国市场，他们就身处在中国大环境之下。我们搞这个，我想请这个徐先生，毕竟您是这个长期搞中国投资，什么都见过，风风雨雨这么多年。我想请问，我们这些人凭什么说我们有主意只是主意，主意变成现实是需要，这不是轻而易举就能实现。很多人有主意根本都做不成。我们这些人有什么机会比本地人更能有优势成功？如果没有这种心理上的这种，我参加这个，我心理上都觉得，如果这个东西根本都做不成的话，只是一个主意，告诉大家我有这么一个想法，那根本就没有意义。你浪费了很多时间，浪费了别人的时间，别人在听，就是你弄来弄去，弄到最后没有结果。我们有什么？就是鼓励我们一下，我们有什么优势，跟这些人去竞争？凭什么我们的主意会被你们采用，会成为一个点子？如果我们不能解决这个问题，我是非常悲观的。